Hello there, welcome back everyone. We're now at episode 3 of the Rimworld series, and today we're going to start in the winter. It's going to be a rather eventful week. We already have a mad buck coming at us. At the moment, Doc's still sleeping, so just let it be. And at the moment, we're going to focus a little bit more on expanding the base. But before that, we actually get a new colonist. Our colonist is called Camarairo. I hope I pronounced that properly. It's not going to be stay long. I'm not planning on having 2 colonists already, and it's going to take quite a lot of food to actually maintain them. So I think he's actually going to be a victim of the mad buck. At the moment, Doc is still sleeping, but she will continue with the base, like I mentioned before. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the stone cutting bench, and we're going to make sure she has enough granite to make some blocks. With those granite blocks, we're going to extend the base and make it more fireproof, because somehow the steel walls we have right now can actually burn. We don't want that, obviously. So we're going to improve on that this week. At the moment we see our buck. The buck is actually attacking our new colonist, and the colonist is already down. So we're going to take a small risk here, and we're actually going to strip the colonist, which makes his clothes suitable for wearing for us. We're just in time. The buck saw us go inside, but it's not going to hit on the door forever, and it's actually already minding its own business. As you can see here, the cloth parka has 32.4 insulation. The parka we made ourselves has 32 degrees, so yeah, it's a 0.4 difference, which actually makes it an improvement, so we're definitely going to wear that. Over here we see our colonist that actually stood up again. That was not according to plan. He's supposed to just die out here. The mad buck is actually helping us at the moment and downed the colonist again. And a few moments after the colonist got downed, our problem with the mad buck is solved by this work. So we can use that for food as well now. And we need to think of a name. I had a name in mind. I don't have a lot of followers just yet, so I thought of one myself. Like I said earlier, if you want to follow me and give me tips or have some input for the series, I'd much appreciate it. For now, this will do. So we're gonna call ourselves the Mad Harris, and our community is called as the Experiment, as this entire series for me is obviously an experiment. We're gonna haul the buck first, and we're gonna take in the food, and I might actually get rid of the unhappy nudity at the moment for the duck, because she's gonna wear the tribal wear, and she can also use the tuk. 2 small repairs, and Doc starts researching again. Only for a little while, and then we're actually gonna force her to wear the clothes. I thought she would pick it up automatically. She did. The moment we get these emergencies, colonist needs treatment, hypothermia, and medical emergency. This applies to our wanderer, and we're gonna do absolutely nothing to save him. The only way he's gonna help us is becoming food. Over here we can see Doc playing some hoopstone. She's relaxing a little bit, but I can imagine she's quite excited, tasting human flesh for the first time after she got kicked out of the space station. The victim at the moment is lying outside with a temperature of minus 13 degrees, so I'm quite sure it won't last that long. And as expected, our fellow colonist had died for us, given his life to actually feed another. While Doc is sleeping, we actually survived the first day of winter. We did some small tasks, we built a stonecutter's table, and now we're gonna haul our first dead body. Doc will clean up a bit, start researching, and I was wondering why she didn't butcher the body, but I actually had human corpses disabled. So we're gonna switch that on and provide Doc with her favorite meat for the first time. After butchering the corpse, we get some human leather and some meat. And with the human leather, we can actually make clothes, which will probably give Doc a mood boost because of she's gonna be wearing human remains. It's kind of sinister, but that makes the game fun. We made a build to chop up the granite blocks. We restricted the area for ingredients, so we'll only get the ingredients within the circle. And then I've set the build to actually make it forever. So we're going to use up all granite stones in the area. Because constructing is higher on the priority table as the crafting, Doc now already starts with the wall. On top of things going quite well, we actually have a psychic soothe, and this one is the good kind. So Doc's having a mood boost while the soothe is active, and it's actually 16 points. And Randy's not ready. We also get a solar flare. With us not having any electricity, that doesn't do a lot. And here comes the next event, and this is also not a good one. We actually get the plague. The plague is a disease. You can build up immunity for it. At the moment, the immunity is higher than the disease itself, so I'll probably make it. But the next one is already available, and that was cargo pods, and there's penoxycillin in it, which could prevent the plague. So it's a little bit too late, but hey, we might sell it, we might use it. We could set up it in drug restrictions that we can use it every 5 days, and this would then prevent certain diseases. While Doc is hauling our penoxycillin, we get yet another drop pod event. Let's check out what's in this. Some eggs. We can use this for cooking, and we can eat them. So we're definitely going to take these. As you can see, we just got to notice that we are on low food. So any food is definitely useful. This is less useful. We get another disease, and this disease is increasing some stats, but it's also tiring Doc out. So we need a lot of rest, and this disease, the fibrous mechanites, is also a disease that takes quite some time to heal. As you can see, it's still middle of the day, but Doc's already taking a nap. In the meanwhile, we also have a mad squirrel wandering around. We'll close off the door for now because I don't want Doc to have any risk. Plus she needs the rest, and after that she could do some research or either do some mining. Get this room a little bit bigger. And also because we want the room to be a little bit nicer for the eye, we're gonna smooth out the walls. This will improve beauty from -1 to +1 for each tile we do. So it'll definitely change Doc's opinion of this room. As you can see here, both diseases are tended to, and considering our plague is going in the right direction, immunity is definitely a lot higher than the disease itself. We are gonna put bed rest to a lower priority, otherwise Doc's gonna be in bed all day. It's not gonna be fun to watch. I'm gonna deconstruct this campfire. Because of the parka, Doc's quite comfortable, and she will get the sleep in the cold debuff, but otherwise it's gonna be sweaty and slept in the heat, and that's gonna be a double negative. So all in all, this is gonna be better. Gonna move Doc's bed to the other room. Once again, we have a mad squirrel roaming around our little cabin. just gonna let it be. And I think we need to chop up this room a little bit to make some more space. There's no overhead mountain, so no infestation. Duck's mining speed is not that great, but it's improved a lot since the beginning of the series. But due to the fibrous mechanites, she does need a lot of rest. So it's going to be a lot of sleep in the coming days. And I'll skip those bits as much as possible. But before the day is over, we already have our next event. We have 4 laboratory retrievers joining us, which is quite positive in my opinion. We could use these ones to haul stuff and to guard us. And maybe 4 is a little bit too much. As we have 3 males and 1 female, we might keep a couple. We'll restrict them to only outside the house, so they won't eat any food, and we'll probably make a food pile for them to eat. But yet again, we have cargo pods, and this time it's rice. At the moment, Doc has a minor break risk, and over here you can see me putting haul to 1. That was not a good idea. Doc was starving, and she needed to haul food, and she got so pissed she's actually throwing a tantrum here. And she's breaking her own cabin and breaking her own furniture. She even broke all the eggs we collected earlier, so those are gone. The only thing we can hope is she doesn't break too much, let her have a tantrum, and after that, clean up the mess. Over here you can see Doc eating some stuff, eating some rice, and now going back to bed. The reason of the break risk is the diseases she has. 2 of them stacking the pain is not a good thing. So for now we're going to watch what Doc's going to be doing a little bit closer. We're going to keep her inside the cabin. We're going to let her construct some stuff. We're going to do some research because that's making her feel good. And we got a quest of the ship getting out here, which is usually way far from here, so we're not going to do that. And we can see our laboratory retriever getting attacked, and it's so fast it's actually dead already. So that leaves us with 3. And while playing Hoopstone, Doc had a brilliant idea once again, and that is we're going to slaughter 2 of them, and we're going to keep 1, and we're going to train that for hauling. So while chopping out some stones, we changed the animal settings to slaughter. And I was waiting for Doc to do it. But somehow the handling skill was still on 0. So instead of slaughtering them, Doc went on with chopping some granite. It's definitely useful. We'll use more of it. And after chopping up some stones, Doc went on with the mining. And we'll replace these blocks by a granite wall. Remove these ones to make the cabin a little bit bigger and to make it 1 room. As you can see, I've earlier already deconstructed the door. And I've did this because we're going to smooth out the walls and we're going to smooth out the floor eventually. That will make this room a lot nicer to look at. And this way, Doc's bedroom is also a part of the room. So we'll have a nice bedroom we'll sleep in. Over here you can already see the Labradors marked for slaughter. I still hadn't discovered the handle being on 0. But it's almost time, and then we're gonna part ways from 2 of them. However, first I'm gonna make a build for marble blocks. I'm gonna use the marble blocks for the flooring. Marble blocks are a lot nicer to look at as the granite blocks, so we can use these later on. As you can see, we already increased our stockpile a little bit. This gives us some more options to save stuff. And we're going to smooth out these walls over here, which doesn't take any resources, but it does improve construction skill. Construction skill is always good, so in my opinion, for Doc to do this at the moment, staying inside, not having all these minor break risk or major break risk is actually a good thing. Over here, I finally discovered the handle being on 0, so I put it on 2, so it's high on the priority, and Doc does it immediately. The last Doc we're going to train, you can see her train guard over here, which is a prerequisite for Hall, and the first training is a success. Doc will now continue smoothing out some walls and probably get some rest after, because the fiber is mechanized, she still needs a lot of rest, so we'll give it to her. Queue up these walls as well, so she continue with this the next day. So this was actually our first week of winter. Doc's still going strong, and I'm quite sure that whoever kicked her out of the space station did definitely not expect this to happen. Doc is continuing on this world in the next episode, where we will find out if Doc can manage to get to spring. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you like it, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you in the next episode.